Hey everyone! Alright, I am here to show you Orchid by Estetica. I've had Orchid now for a little while. I say that a lot, but I am trying not to buy so many wigs now because I have purchased so many over the months. I still have, I want to say I've got, I hate to say it, 10 to 15 wigs that I've never worn. And so I'm really trying to be better about not continuing to spend money on wigs until I deal with the ones that I have and either decide that I'm going to keep and wear or that I'm going to sell them because some styles just don't end up working out for you, and that's okay. But Orchid is one of the ones that I purchased quite some time ago, and I purchased her because of this color. So I've got Orchid in the color RT330 RT4. So this is a really pretty red, very red. And again, I'm looking at my screen and at the color I can see this isn't pulling it really that well. I hate to say it, but it's a lot more red in person. So I'm going to do an outside look of this one as well. I'll try to show you her in some different light to try to give you a good sense of it. She's very, very red. She's a brunette red. She's not an Irish red. She's borderline Irish red, but I think the RT4 helps that. So let me put her on for you. So I have tried Orchid on, but I have not styled her or done anything to her. Part of it is because I got her in the heat of the summer, and she's long and too much for me to wear when it's hot. Long wigs, I do struggle with long wigs. I don't know why I keep buying them because I really rarely wear long wigs. I don't wear them to work. And so it's tough for me to get good use out of long wigs. And my husband prefers me in short, messy, curly styles. He loves my curly short bobs. And so while I'll wear what makes me happy, I do very much take into account my husband's preferences. Because when I have a wig on, I don't see myself very often, but he has to look at me. So here's Orchid. As you can see, Orchid is on the long side. I'm gonna stand on my tiptoes so you can see. She's also got some curl and some waves. Something I'm noticing about Orchid, she has a lot of permatease. Estetica likes their permatease in some of these long wigs. I have Ocean, and she's a ton of permatease, but I really like Ocean. But then I've got Alden, and she does none, but she also has a full mono. So let me give you guys a look up. It focused back up for me. I'm going to turn around so that you can see. So since this is an out of the box, I'm not going to spend a lot of time because I'm going to come back after I've maybe done some things. I definitely see I need to comb through her. She's very stringy. Something that I've noticed besides the permatease is that she's very low density here. So she's not a ton of hair. She's just quite a bit of permatease. It gives her a lot of body up here. She's also quite layered there. So my concern is that she's looking too stringy in the back. Just pulled my towel down. So stick around. I'm gonna do some things to her. I'll always tell you guys what I've done, but this is how she looks straight out of the box. All right. Okay, you'll see. We'll make the switch here. Hey everyone, I'm here today to show you Orchid by Estetica, and this red girl is in the color RT330 RT4. So it's Orchid RT330 RT4. This is a crazy, crazy Irish red. I love it. It's so, so red. I love that it has the root because it really does help for me being a brunette with this color. So let's just quickly look at this color. I'll get you guys a look outside, but this is in my indoor bathroom lighting. For those of you who maybe haven't seen too many of my reviews, I do these reviews in my bathroom with the lighting that's in my bathroom. I don't have any special lighting. I just feel it works really well. It gives a good representation of this wig in indoor light. So that's how I do it. So let's talk about Orchid. I've had Orchid now for a while. I don't know, a couple months at least. And I've worn her one time. I actually wore her to my son's baseball game, or baseball, my son doesn't play baseball, football game, I don't know where that came from, football game, and it was super, super windy, so I actually wore her with a baseball cap, that's probably it, and had her in a braid in the back, and she worked really, really great. So if I can get that little snippet of a video I took added on here, I'll do that, so you can see her. I will be 100% honest with you guys, I have struggled with Orchid. For a variety of reasons, which I'll talk about. And those struggles are my personal struggles with hairstyles. They are not a reflection of this wig. And I want you guys to be really, really clear about that. When I give reviews, I am giving you my impressions as a wig wearer, not as a wig reviewer. I do these reviews to help my sisters because they help me so much. If I tell you that I don't like something about a wig, that does not mean the wig is flawed in any way because we're all different. I mean, my goodness, when I put reviews out there, I get the spectrum of comments. When I just recently did a Preston by Estetica review, very, very short. I had some women tell me that I need to stop wearing any other length and stick with the short wigs because those lengths are me. And then I had women message me and say, honey, don't wear short wigs. They don't look good on you. Stick with what you know. I mean, seriously, I get the spectrum. I wear long wigs and I get the comments. You should only wear long wigs. And you know, it's seriously, it's personal preference, it's personal opinion, it's personal everything. So don't ever listen to me telling you something about a wig and think I won't buy that wig because it's a problem. If you over time learn that you and I are real similar on what we like, our measurements, things like that, then maybe my opinions will hold more weight. But for some women, as Orchid, I have seen women post all the time in the Facebook groups that Orchid is their wig. It's their go-to. They always wear Orchid. So some women love Orchid, okay? I had to put that disclaimer in there because I don't ever want to bash a wig and have people avoid a wig. It's really my personal opinion. And the reason why I struggle with Orchid are for a few things. Number one, she has quite a bit of permatease like right here. And she's got quite a bit here too, but she's very flat on top. And it's kind of a weird full and flat. And for my face shape, for my roundness of my face, for the length of my face, I don't love that. She's also super layered, but she doesn't have huge density. So with these layers, I don't know if you can see it, but it just looks kind of straggly down on the bottom because she's so layered. There's not a lot of hair volume down here. And in some ways, that reminds me of my thinning hair. So I think if I had hairstyling skills, I think I would probably take a scissors to her and cut off some of this length to get rid of these kind of really fine. I mean, when I pull all the hair, let me just show you what I mean. When I pull all the hair, the bottom is really not very dense. So for some women, that's gonna feel super realistic to them and they're gonna like that. But for me, it just makes it look really thin and straggly on the ends. And that may just be the one I got too. I mean, you know, our wigs are like snowflakes, you know, no two are the same. So there's one side, there's the other side. One thing, so I've been considering selling Orchid, but last night I was playing with her. And I was trying to figure out, is there a way for me to make Orchid work? For me. I'll take this off and show you the cap and all that good stuff, guys, but I just want to kind of talk about my journey with Orchid. And so I started playing with, maybe if I pull her back, I thought, maybe that would help with some of my challenges with her. And I'm not great at this. I debated about stopping the video and doing this part because I do struggle with updos and all that, but we'll see if I can make this work while I'm filming. Because I really don't like to edit too much. I like you guys to see it just as it is. Like if I were in your bathroom or you were in my bathroom as it is, and we were just chatting, there wouldn't be a pause button if I messed up, would there? No offense to those who edit. Please don't ever take offense. That's just kind of my style. Plus, I don't think I'd get videos made if I had to spend a lot of time editing. So I did this last night. And I really, really liked it. I did. And I thought to myself, what if I keep her for an updo wig? You know? Or something I could pull back. What if I did that? So I'm still on the fence about what I'm going to do. She was so cute. Do I have a baseball cap in here? I do. She was so cute with a baseball cap on when I went to football with my daughter. Ooh, kind of like the way that laid this time. Maybe there's other styling potential. She is a very, very tuckable. Very tuckable. You can see my biohair right here. So there's the coverage when I tuck her. Really good coverage. Just a tiny, tiny bit of biohair shows. And let me show you guys something real quick. Can I do this real quick? Yeah. All right. So if you've got some root fill-in powder, that can help a lot when you don't have great coverage on a wig. I'm going to do a video at some point on all the different root cover-up powders I have. But I just take a brush. This one I just got. I only used it once. It's kind of hard because it's supposed to be a refill, so it's like a loose powder versus my Great Day hair powder. But this one's in kind of an auburn. And so I need, you know, this is a red wig. And look at the contrast. My hair is very gray right here and ashy. But if I just take a little bit of that and I just fill in my own hair here. I'm kind of looking behind my phone in my big bathroom mirror. Can you see what a difference that made, just that little bit? That's huge. So as a wig wearer, I think you need to have some options for blending your hair. Some root fill-in powder. This one I literally got all over my counter because it's loose. But this one I just got on Amazon. It's this Root Flage refill in the color Merlot. And I just ordered today, wow, it's literally all over my counter, you guys. I just ordered today, I use Joan Rivers Great Day hair powder for my eyebrows. And I bought it for root touch-up, but I end up using it on my eyebrows every day. This one's in the color Blonde. I highly, I don't know that that's focusing. I highly recommend that even if you're a brunette, get the blonde color. It's not blonde. It's kind of a brown. They do have a dark brown as well. But that is what I recommend doing if you can see your hair. It works really, really great. But what I did, and the reason why I'm considering keeping this wig now, is I wore this one with a baseball cap. I gotta loosen it. My pony in the back isn't in the right place either. But I wore it with a baseball cap and I found it worked so great because it does have permatease, but it's not so heavy that it makes it hard to wear a baseball cap. And then I had my daughter just do a loose braid in the back, but you can also do a ponytail, a messy pony. I mean, I think there are lots and lots of options, but that's when I started to say, maybe I'll just keep this one because you know, I need wigs that have versatility. My shorter wigs don't tend to look good with baseball caps. And when I went to the football game, it was super, super windy. And so, you know, wind can be a challenge with wigs. So now I'm reconsidering because I do love this color. Look at that color. I'll show it to you outside. It's so pretty. And here's you can just kind of see. And it does, the more you wear it, if you wear it down, it does need to be combed out quite frequently. It does get kind of messy. So here's the cap. It's got the mono part. It's got the lace front. It's got the ear tabs. They're not velvet or moleskin. They're the same material that like this is made out of. So that could be a little itchy for you if you are, if you don't have any hair. It, you know, it's got the kind of open extended nape and it's got the hook adjusters. So there aren't really, oh my gosh, you guys, I must be moving like crazy. My watch just told me that I'm doing a dynamic workout. It doesn't have comfort features on the cap. So if you don't have any hair, if you're bald or have very little hair, you know, keep that in mind. Other than that, you know, kind of your basic, I can't remember if I showed you guys the lace front, so I'm going to do that again in case I didn't, or not again if I didn't. But there's the lace front. It's a good lace front. Good enough to wear pulled up off of your head. So you can definitely pull it back in a clip, or, you know, if you did an updo with it. But the hair fibers are kind of silky actually for Estetica. I mean, they're a little dry, but they're a little silky. Estetica fibers can sometimes feel really dry. Orchid doesn't really feel dry. So that's been my review of Orchid. So my overall impressions, you know, she's definitely, the fibers feel good. I like this color. I'm struggling with just the style, the super, super layered, very, very straight on top. Being such low density with so many layers and being so long is a real struggle for me. So I don't see myself really ever wearing her like this, down like this. I think I will be, if I wear her, then I will have to there's a need for styling, whether that be wearing it with a baseball cap or putting her up in some kind of an updo, maybe in a little messy bun with a clip, just to keep her, all of that, the bottom layers from getting too straggly looking. I don't know what that looks like. You know, something like that would be really cute. And I do think, quite frankly, we need to have options in our wig wardrobe, just like clothing. You don't know what a situation will call for. My good friend Valerie over at Loving Wigs with Valerie just did a video on her Las Vegas trip, and she brought something like 8 or 9 wigs with her because she didn't know what situation she would find herself in. So some wigs are great for indoor events. Some wigs are great for being outdoors in like hot or windy conditions. Some wigs are great for going to a wedding or something where you need a fancy updo. I think it is important that as you think about your budgeting, you think about what kind of hairstyles are going to suit your lifestyle, and then have some wigs that will work accordingly. And this one, I do think, because of its low density, the benefit, while the low density is bothering me to wear her down, the benefit of this low of a density is a style like this. The higher the density, the thicker the wig, the harder it is to pull it up like this. So if you find yourself in situations where you're outside a lot and it's warm outside, this actually is going to work really great. She's not heavy density up here to feel like a winter hat, and you're able to pull her up. So that's my 2 cents. I do have challenges with Orchid, but I can see many, many benefits to owning this wig. And since I already have her, I kind of wonder, why would I sell her when maybe there's some versatility here? Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and stick around for that outside look. Hey guys, I'm just back really quick to show you how I wore Orchid today. So I decided to wear her up like I shared in my review that I thought would work well. And so I thought, what the heck, I'll do it today, see how it goes. And she was great. I really, really liked wearing her this way. So it's Sunday, you know, I went grocery shopping, running errands, you know, putzing around the house, all of those things. And so this was the perfect hairstyle for that. It's very drizzly outside. It's really gray and gloomy. So going grocery shopping and running around outside in the drizzle, again, perfect hairstyle for that. So just take a quick look. All I did was take a claw clip and clip her up in the back. And then I made sure there was a few tendrils. Some of this just kind of fell down on its own. How's it looking? I wonder if the change in color when I turned around had something to do with me holding a mirror. I don't know. We'll have to play with that. But this was how she was. There's the front It worked so great. So again, if you have a wig that's not working great for you, if the density and everything else about it allows you to do some updos, consider that wig could work for days like today. You know, we don't have to give up on every wig that doesn't look exactly like we want, and certainly selling could be an option, but you will almost always take a hit when you sell and lose money. So just consider that, and does this make up for that or not? But anyway, just wanted to show you guys, she works great. I'm really glad I decided to try that, and I have a feeling this look or something really similar to it is going to be my orchid look. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, everyone, here I am with Orchid outside. As you can see, it's very gray. It's kind of drizzly, but someone once told me that these gray days are actually kind of overcast, are good days for outside looks, so hopefully that's true. Trying to make sure I've got a good angle so you can see the rooting. And then that, what is it, 333, I can't remember what it is now, but super red. You can see that red. So if you like really red, it's not a dark red, it's a light red. If you like that, then maybe this color's for you. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hey guys, really quick wig wearing idea. So I'm about to head out to my son's football game, and it's super windy out and a little drizzly. So I decided to throw on my Estetica Orchid wig, which I have not reviewed yet, but she's really long, and so I thought it would work really well with a baseball cap. So what I did was I put her in a braid, and then I just pulled the little tendrils out because she's this fantastically layered style, and so there's a lot of layers to work with. But let me see if I can get closer for you guys. I think it looks pretty realistic. I asked my daughter and she said it looks fine. So I think, you know, this is a great solution if you're going to be outside on a really windy day. Throw a baseball cap on with a long wig, because then the hair will lay a little bit flatter. I tried this with a bob wig and it didn't work very well. If you have some ideas other than this, let me know.